So I'm going to put the camera up here. It should be live. Oh, there we go. We're live. I guess I don't know if I was live before or not. So it looks like we are good. All right. Okay, guys. All right. Yay, we have successfully connected and we are good to go. All right, so today, guys, what we are going to do is we are going to do our 6-8 hedge method, and I'm actually going to start fresh because I tried to do this before and it wasn't pushing out to you guys, but here we are. I can now come out. We're going to start off today's episode, or today's stream. We're going to start off with $1,000. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to be visiting a comment that I got on one of my videos. And it was from Skill and Luck Crafts. And he was talking about the 6-8 hedge method that I introduced in a video this week. I had in a video this week. And he tells me that in his circle of friends, they call it the 6-7-8 play, which is absolutely correct because you're playing the 6, the don't pass for the 7, and the 8. So yes, absolutely, we're talking about the same thing. And he wanted to get my opinion because he said that he might be playing too conservative. And he was wanting to lean towards the 7 being stronger on the don't to help cover the 6 and 8 that he has on the table, which is a fantastic idea. Now, he gave me an example of $45 down on the don't pass and 18 on the 6 and 8, which would be 36, and then you would have a $9 buffer, allowing you to kind of hedge that bet. But in this particular situation, I'm actually going to go, and by the way, thank you very much, Skill and Luck Craps. That was a very good comment. And so what we're going to do is we're going to take that same setup and we're going to go with $60 on the don't pass and $60 on our 6 and 8, which is going to be a true hedge. I'm not worried about, like he put in the comment, of 45 here and 36 here, giving him a $9 difference. Because if you keep losing that don't pass and don't get any money back from it, it really can hurt you because those $9 a pop can add up quickly. So our puck is off. We're playing craps 4 through 10. Hey, Skill and Luck, welcome in. Yeah, we're taking your comment and we're basically doing the entire video on the 6-7-8 method that you like to call it. I call it the 6-8 hedge, but it's the same thing. So I'm playing $60, 6 and 8, $60 on the don't pass. So it is a true wash, and let's see how we can do tonight. Our come out roll, we are going to start with a 2. Okay, so this is really good because on the don't pass, or on the pass line, let me start with that. On the pass line, if we roll a 2, 3, or 12, we lose. But on the don't pass, the 2 and 3 win. So we just won $60, and now we're still working on the come out, and now we are literally free and clear of what we have up here. So we're going to be even no matter what. So here we go. Our first roll is a hard 4. So I'm going to mark the 4. Now the 6 and 8 are the 2 numbers that I currently can hit on because that's all the money I have. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to spice things up and I'm going to add a field bet. And the reason I'm going to do that is because I've already claimed my $60 from here. If we get another 7, I've got another $60 that I'll collect from here. So I'm going to add to the field bet to kind of cover a lot of the numbers that I don't have and see if I can't get some money up onto the table. So our first roll after the point is, wow, there's a 7. All right, so I lose 75, 85, but technically I'm only losing a quarter because we already made that up when we rolled the 2, and I win another $60 there. So now I've won 120 and I've lost 85. We're definitely going the right direction so far. So I'm going to go ahead and set us up for another roll. Turn the puck off. Let me get the dice. So skill and luck, I really liked your comment, just because you're definitely thinking in the right direction for what I like to do, and I'm a little bit more of a risk type player. As we get a 2-3 marked to 0.5, I'm a little bit more of a risky player because I know that that 7 on average is going to pop out every 6 rolls or so. Would have loved to see a side-by-side comparison. Side-by-side comparison of what specifically? Are you looking for a side-by-side as in don't pass versus a pass and a iron cross method, or what specifically are you looking for? Because depending on what you want, we could do that right here. There is a 6-4-10. Oh, my way versus your way. You know what? I'm going to do that. So what did I had? I had, I'm just going to play Tableman, what you would have here in Kansas City, which is $15. We're just going to run these, and I won't even use my money so we can keep track of it. I'm going to put $15 here. We know we would have hit the 15 on the 2. And then we would have hit the 15 on the 7 that came out on there. So I've got $30. You're already up way versus me. Your method has you at 120 right now. Mine has me at 30, and that's okay. So we're doing okay right now. All right, so this is my money. This is your money. Let's roll. Now that we've gotten a 10, we didn't get anything. There is an 8. Okay, so that's going to pay us $35. Now, there was a question about my preference of collect, press, collect, press, collect, press. Normally, I would like to collect the first hit because I've got the $60 exposed. However, I'm going to mark my 5. I'm going to cover my 5 with $25. And the reason I'm going to do that is that if this point hits and I lose this $60 or my 15, I can recoup some of it right here, kind of protecting me. And if I can get it up a little bit higher, that would be even better. All right, so here we go. There is a hard 8. That's going to give us $35. Now, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to collect this one. All right, so for this roll, I am currently up $65. So I'm already free and clear of what I have on the table. Now we can press to the moon. Because remember, that quarter that's on that 5 was from the casino itself. And skill and luck, I'm just going to keep track of how these do. And what I mean by that is I'm going to just keep track, like how much I win, how much I lose off of these. Whatever I make up here will be kept separate, just so that we can keep track of it. All right, so there is a 3-4-7. Okay, so that's going to pay $60 there, and on mine, I'll get 15 there. And then I will take this, put it there, and wipe the board. So we are up on that hand, as I did do some one round of collecting, and then we hit the 7. So yeah, we're good. We're not hurting. We're actually ahead right now. I'm going to go ahead and get the money pulled back out for the 8 and 6. And now I will go ahead and roll. There is a 2-4-6 right out of the gate, so that's, we don't have to worry about getting that number covered. Oh, and I wanted to ask you guys what you thought of this overhead view. Is it better than what I have been doing in my videos? Do you like this view? I'm trying to get it set up to where you can see both the middle and this side of the table. However, just the camera won't back out anymore when you're doing a live stream. Although when I'm recording, I can open up my view a little bit. So hopefully you're able to see everything and it looks good. There's an 8. That worked out perfectly. So that's going to give us $35. Now, let's see here. What do I want to do? I think I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to collect this one since I already have my 6 covered. And there's no sense in losing track of free money. So that's 35 we've collected. We had 60 on the table. So I need another $25 essentially to cover that. All right, here's our next roll. Next roll gives us a hard 6. Okay, so we're going to lose this. And so there's 60 from skill and luck and 15 from myself. But this is going to pay us $35. And the puck will go off. So I'm going to put this back here of what we won. I'm now going to put $60 back on the pass line for skill and luck, 15 on the pass line for myself, and grab the dice. As long as you all the rolls, we trust you. Oh, yeah. No, there's no sense in, especially in a practice round, I'll tell you what, there's no sense in cheating it because you got to test methods. And the only way you're going to truly test a method is if you're honest. I mean, it's not like you can go to the casino and lie about it. So, all right, next roll comes out a 415. Okay, so this is we're going to mark the 5. Now, my next hit, I would like to cover that 5, as I have mentioned before, because I want to make sure that I have a little bit of money covered in case the point is hit on those and we don't lose those. So there is a 9. That does nothing for us. Now, skill and luck, how do you feel about putting money down on the field as you're doing this method? Is this something that you look to do when you're out there shooting? Or do you prefer, oh, dice off the table. Or do you prefer to just stick with the 6, 8, or 6, 7, 8 method and not play the field or any of the sucker bets, if you will? I'd be interested to hear your thoughts on that. All right, here we go. And roll is a 6, 3, 9 again. Still nothing. Because I think I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to put at the very least a quarter on the field just to give us a little movement. Not a big fan of the field. Okay, yeah, and I completely understand. And see, but the nice thing is that we have the 6, 8 covered. The 5 is not covered yet, but this is just like the iron cross method with the don't pass. So it could help get money up here onto the table for you. And let's see what happens here. We get a 415. All right, so we lost. No worries. We lose the 60. We lose the 15. We lose this 25. And yep, you hit it on the head. I told you. I know, not a big fan of the field bet, and that's okay. All right, so let's get some money back on the don't pass. There's 60 for skill. There's 15 for me. And now we'll throw. There is a hard 10. 10, 10, 10. Big Ben on the end, as they like to say at the casinos. And my first hit, I want to cover my 10 with a quarter at the minimum. From the 6, 8 years, we can still spread out. Yeah, we can. Yes, we can. But you know as well as I do, there's our 10 right there. We just lost again. This is the one downside to this method, that if the dice, everybody else at the table is like excited because the autocorrect is killing me. No, it's all good. It's all good. And by the way, the money that I have won from my initial 15 on the pass line, or the don't pass, that's my last 15 right there because I've been taking hits. Whereas you are still, what, 35 left over here on the side? All right. Next come out roll gives us an 8 because that 10 did hit. Now, I did see a nice method where you play the don't pass and the pass at the same time, which would offset this, but then you don't have anything to protect what's up there. Okay, no, it's not a problem, skill. It happens to me all the time as well. Okay, there's a 7. All right, so we're gonna get $60 for you, 15 for me, and I will take these off because we lose it, and the point is off. So now let's try another come out roll. First roll is a 5, 2, 7. Okay, here we were up against that issue again on a don't pass, is that you lose on a 7 and an 11. All right, that's my last 15 again. Oh yeah, no, I absolutely. I'm pretty much going to be doing Tuesday night live streams unless I personally have something going on. And if I do, I'll be sure to make an announcement on my YouTube and also my Discord, which I'm getting ready to launch. Just kind of working out a few kinks right now. And then as soon as I officially have it open, I will make a full-on announcement. Our point was a 10. It was a hard 10. So I'll go ahead and set that up there. And then we'll throw the dice and see what we can get. We've got a 2-2 hard 4. Oh, thank goodness I didn't. I forgot to put my money there. All right, so the 4 was the first bet. And I know you don't like it, Skill, but I'm going to go ahead and play that field bet. Just for the simple fact, I want to try to get a little bit of money going. And this is me being more of an aggressive player, because I had mentioned earlier, the 7 on average comes out about every 6 rolls. And so I want to try to get money as quickly as possible. If the 7 keeps showing more than it should on the come-outs, then I will do a lay bet. Yeah, that's actually really smart. But what do you lay if that happens? Which number do you like to lay? There is an easy 10. So yeah, we just lost that again. I'd be interested to know your method on the lay bet if the 7 keeps coming out like that. 50 and 60 on the don't. And then I'm going to have to give myself $15 from the bank to pay for my don't pass. All right. The puck needs to turn off because we just hit that 10. But I did make a quarter down here on the bet you don't like. Either 9 or 10. 9. Now that's interesting. I understand the 10 because there are, 6-3, 5-4, or the 5-5, 6-4. Yeah, that's interesting. I see your thought process there. I'm gonna have to dig into that one a little bit. All right, here we go. So there is a 9. See? That would have killed you if you would have had the lay on. But, I mean, I understand where you're going with that. I mean, I've already hit a ton of 10s today. And so, yeah, I probably would not have laid the 10 on that. Let's see here. The 9 pays on a quarter. So I'll go ahead and collect that. And now we can do our first roll. There is aces. See? How about this, Skill? Double the money. Double the fun, double your pleasure with double mint gum, right? Now, I've definitely made my money off of the field from what I lost earlier, and yeah, so we're advantaged there. All right, so I've got $35. Now, Skill, this is where I'm going to tell you. I'm going to take a quarter, and I'm going to go ahead and put it on that 9 to help fight against this up here. As long as my don't pass is in increments of 30, then the lay bet is easy to calculate. You just double the lay amount with the 9. Yep, absolutely, absolutely. It's kind of like what I'm doing here with 30 on the 6 and 8 and 60 on the don't pass. You just, instead of putting it on the don't pass, you just put the 60 on the lay on the 9, is basically what he is saying there. Because remember, it's reverse odds when you're doing the lay bet and the don't pass odds. All right, so we just rolled a hard 4. I'm going to get a quarter here, and I'm actually going to take that quarter and I'm going to put it on a 5. I'm going to start covering my numbers because I've hit 3 of these now. 4 of these, excuse me. There is a 5-2-7. Okay, no worries. So I lose that money there. I gain $60 here, and I gain $15 there. So now I'm going to do a quick count because I know what I started with. I started with $1,000 today. I'm going to pull this real quick. There is my initial 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 50. So that's 750. 25, 50, 75, and 95. Okay. So there is another 100 right there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 8, 45. All right, so I'm down $155 currently. Okay. And the don't pass has not been working for me on the $15 level because it just keeps going back and forth, which is ideally what you want it to do, but I'm not making any money based off of what I'm getting up there. So I think your method of going with the $30 or 18s and a 45 here, I think that is the smarter move, especially early on when you're trying to play. And I'm going to actually take $60 and I'm going to lay my 10 this time and take your suggestion. And then I definitely want to try the 135 across method with the don't pass. It's, like I said, something that I've been kind of toying with to get super aggressive across the field straight out of the gate, but still be protected. All right, here we go. Come out roll is a 7. Oh, and I don't have anything on the pass line. We were playing the don't pass, so that loses us 60. Or no, wait a minute. I'm going to go ahead and lose this 60. But if I'm going to lay the 10, I win 30 here because the 7 came out. What I need to be doing is playing the pass line here. If I'm going to lay a number, play the pass line. So let's do that. I'm going to put just a regular quarter on the pass, laying the 10. I'm going to keep that there now that I have it. And try again. Here we go. On the come out. I prefer the inside than across. Yeah, I hear you on that. There's a hard 4. So we've got the 10 laid. I've got $25 on my pass line. 4 is my number. Let's grab 30 and 30. Now, if I do wind up hitting the point, it's going to pay me 25 here. I would lose. That's only if it hits a 7. So I need to get money on my 10 with a good hit, and I need to be able to cover $60. There, like that, there's a 10. 6-4. So I lost that. But that's okay. I'm not going to reapply it because why would I risk more money up here, especially after I just lost it, and I still have money active on the table. So I'm just going to leave it until the point is collected, and then I can reassert doing that. Oh, okay, that's a 426. Perfect. So there's a $35 hit. I'm going to go ahead and put collect this. I'm going to collect it because of the simple fact I just lost $60 off of that 10. This is where, yes, you want to be aggressive. That's my nature. But I also want to protect what I just lost. And so I got 35 back. I just need a quarter. You can see, take down your play and move part of it to the odds and be vigless. You can see, take down your play. Oh, you can now take down your play and move part of it to the odds and be vigless. I'm not quite understanding. Oh, are you talking about putting it here? Yeah, instead of on the 4. Yes, absolutely. Which is the smart thing to do. But I still got a hit in order to get that pass line. You're fine. You're delayed. I get it. Well, there's the 4. We just hit a 3-1-4. All right. So that's going to pay me a quarter. Nice thing is I still have $60 on the table and I am live with it. Yeah. The lay already fell. So it's off. I was playing the pass line after I took the 10 off up here. All right, so the puck is off. Now I'm gonna, what I think I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put another $60 and I'm gonna lay that 10 like skill and luck likes to do. And then I will put minimum, you know what? Do I wanna put 60 here as well? Oh, yeah. I got you. All right, so do I wanna put 60 here? I think I'm going to. I'm going to put 60 on the don't pass. I'm going to lay the 10, and I've got 60 total on the 6 and 8. So here's the come out roll. We get a yo 11. Well, shit me sideways. I just lost $60. All right, I'm going to only put a quarter on the regular pass line since I'm laying the 10. I don't want to bleed too much. And our come out roll is an 8. All right, so our point is 8. We are covered. I'm just going to leave it there for now. See if we can't make some money in the interim. All right, here's a 6, 35. I'm again going to collect this. I'm not going to press it. That helps me recoup the other 10 that I lost. And then the roll is a 10. Are you kidding me? All right, I'm just going to say I don't like your lay method. It doesn't want to work. I'm getting the numbers that I need for other things, but not for this. So I'm just going to leave it off. Again, I'm going to try to recoup what I lost. There is a yo 11. Point is on, so we don't lose or win. I'm going to go ahead. Whoops. I'm going to go ahead and put a bet on the field. Yeah, I know. It happens. It's craps, man. These things happen. All right, next roll is a 1, 2, 3. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and start recouping a little bit here. I'm going to leave that there and keep rolling. Actually, you know what? No. I know I still need to recoup that other $60. Here is the next roll. It is a 4, 4, hard 8, and that's the point. Awesome. All right, so I get 25 there. I'm only going to get $10 here because I would have lost this, which would have paid us 35, but we still made a total of 35. Okay. Yeah. Okay, puck goes off. What number would you like me to lay this time, Skill? Should we go for a 4 or should we stay on the 9 or 10? And if we go 9 or 10, which number do you want to go with? Because I want to test your method here live while I've got you in my live stream. I'll wait for your answer. I'm just going to grab a little drink here. No, it is not an adult beverage. You want to lay the 10? Okay, let's lay the 10. You either know something I don't or are a glutton for punishment. All right, we're laying the 10 for $60. If that hits, we win 30. Here's our roll. We're on the come out. We get a 2, 3, 5. All right, so our point is 5. And so we're playing the pass line. We're laying the 10. We've got $30 on 6 and 8. Next roll gives us a 10. Holy cow. I'm hoping it won't show again. Well, it did. All right, here's where I'm going to get aggressive, and maybe I shouldn't. I'm going to go with $50 on the field because I really want to recoup that. Next roll gives us a 7. Wow, that was a huge blow. Oh, no bueno. That's okay. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to try what I like to do, and that's the 160 across, minus whatever the odds are. But I'm going to go a full 160. So I'm going to put 160 here on the don't pass, and I'm going to play 160 across the numbers. And then we can always try your inside. Do you usually go 110 inside, or what do you like to go with on the inside when you play? All right, so 22, 3, 4, 5, and 6. And then here's my 10 and 10, or 5 and 5. I only use a lay until the point is established, then I take it down. Oh, okay. Yeah. I see what you're saying. All right, so I've got 160 across, 160 on the don't pass. The puck is off. None of this up here is working, just our don't pass. 154 or 220. Yeah, I could see that. That's a easy 8, a 5-3-8. All right, so with none of that working, we're just going to do that. Now we're going to roll. We've got our point established. There's a 9, so that's going to pay us 35. Now I'm going to press a quarter, keep 10. I will collect on the next one. Press collect, press collect. That way I'm still making a little bit of money, because on average that big red will come out every 6 rolls. There's a 6. That's going to pay me 35, and I'm going to make that 60. I'm not going to press the sisters because I don't want to overexpose myself too much. That's 15. I'm looking for either a 6 or a 9 here. We get a 3, 1, 2, 3. So that doesn't help or hurt. We're okay. Our money is still alive. Next roll gives us a 5. So that's going to pay us 35. I'm going to press that to 50, and I need one more hit. And then I can regress. Because if I'm going to do this, I need to do it smart. I want to get my money off the table. Because if I can get the money off the table from up here, and I still have this active, this is the only live money I have, which is what I want. The dice are giving you a hard time temporarily. Yeah, they are. There's the 8. Okay, so good news and bad news. All right, so we hit the point, we lose the 160. Here's the good news. I just hit 35. There's 50, 75, 100. All right, so I was able to take 115 off. I lost 160, so I'm still on the hook for $45. So here's what you do. You take $45, you put it on the don't pass, and you sit on it. You see what I'm doing there? Are you the type of player that'll do that as well? Because I don't want to, again, overexpose myself, so I just put what I lost on my don't pass as a way to recover what I lost in total. There's a 6. We'll put that there, mark it. So I want 3 hits and reset. Again, I want to keep doing that until I'm in profit land. There's $35. I'll bump it up to 60. No, I don't do ladders. Yeah, you know what though? It's a good way to protect yourself without overexposing yourself. Because I did recoup some of it off of here, and this is the difference. Or martingales, yeah, those can be dangerous. 8. All right, so we had 60 on there, so we get paid $70 this time. Now, that's 70 plus 35 is 105. You know what? I'm going to go ahead and bump it up $30 and collect the rest of it. And so that next big hit will be 105, and that's really ideally where I want to be when I start taking my first big collection. All right, here we go. That's a 415. That's going to pay us $35. And I'm going to do that. And let's see here. That'd be 50, 75, 85. Okay, yep, we're doing okay. One more. We want one more hit. Ideally, I would like to hit that 8 and then regress. And it's a 9. All right, so that's going to pay us 35. So there is 35, 60, there's 110, and 120. So I'm going to collect that. We have 160 across. I'm in the hand. for 40, but see, that's our second reset. So now officially we are 100% clear off of the table. I've even got that $45 sitting there covered. So now I can just press to the moon and not have to worry about losing any money. Now, of course, there's an 11. We don't win anything, don't lose anything, just keep rolling. So do you like to do the press and collect as you play? 4 hit. There is $50. I owe $1. So let me get some change here. There's $4 change. Help pay for that VIG. Pull that 50 off. And I'm just going to collect that first hit. And I will press on the next one. If I play across, then my don't has to be bigger and I can't be scared. Yep, no, absolutely. That's one of the big things. Scared money don't make money. There's a lot of truth to that, but also scared money can make you more conservative and help protect from overexposing yourself. And there's a 7. All right, so we had 45 on there. Then I lose this. All right, now let's look to see where we are. There's 50, 75, and 100. 55. There's 200. 3, 4, 75, 480, 680, 684. So yeah, we're down over 300. I prefer the half press method. Is that explain the half press method to me so that I understand what you're talking about, because I think I know what you're saying, but I don't want to misspeak. Half press method. All right, let's turn the puck off. I'm gonna go back to your 6, 8, 6, 7, 8. And 60 on the don't pass. Throw these down, shake them up a little bit. There's a 3. Okay, that would have been fine. All right. What's our starting bankroll? It was 1,000. Yeah, we're down. There's a 7 to start us, so we just lost that. Because early on, that's what we were having. We were bumping into 7s galore. If this 7 hits again, I'll put it on the 10. And remember, we lost like the 10 like 3 times. That's $180 right there. Next roll comes out of 5, 415. All right, so we're live. And then I also snuck in that 160 across. So that hurt too a little bit. There is a 1, 2, 3. Doesn't help, doesn't hurt, we're good. And then next roll gives us a 415. That's the point. Okay, see, now this is the problem of doing the don't pass, because now I just lost this money. And the bad thing is I've only got 2 numbers covered up here. And this is why I was talking about adding money to the field to give me another outlet. I think one of the ideas that I was having when I was reading your comment was to turn it into an iron cross pass with that, and then put money on the field, just as another means to help protect you. So for this next roll, I'm going to try that. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to put $85 to protect those 3. Let's give this a try. That's what this is for, to explore and see what does and does not work. All right, everything is working. Oh, puck is off. We get a 7 right out of the gate. All right, so that's going to pay us $85. We lose the quarter. I don't mind that. I don't mind that too badly, because the likelihood of that happening every time isn't very often. Now I need to put that 85 that I just collected right up here for this. All right, so let's roll again. There's boxcars. So there's 50 bucks. I just won. And I'm going to leave it just like that. Keep that field alive. There is a 639. All right, so that's on. I got another quarter here. Now, you know what? I'm actually going to take that quarter and I'm going to put it right there on my 9. If $30 pays 35, then half press the winnings of 35 to make it look like 48 you're adding up to, but not over half of any winnings. Oh, okay. Yeah. So basically, yeah, I see what you're saying. That way you're collecting and pressing every single hit. And that's smart. I really like that tactic. The only reason I personally don't do it is I don't know the math on all the numbers. So it's just a way for me to keep things flowing until I can get those numbers going, those individual bet types going. All right, so we just rolled a hard 10. I'm going to pick up $25 here. I'm going to go ahead and move that up to my 10. So the only number that we need to get covered now is a 4. And our point is 9. So now I'm going to take, well, no, I'm not, because we're working the don't pass, not the pass. Okay, never mind. All right, let's roll here, see what we can get. It's a 426. That's going to pay us $35. And I'm going to take 25, put it on the 4, collect the 10. Now I'm set. Now what I'll do is I'll take a couple collections just to help cover the money that I have up there. Oh, wait a minute. That was, what did we just hit? A 6. So I would have lost that. So let me put another quarter back on there. There is aces. Awesome. So there's my 50. I'm going to collect that. So now we just need another $35. Actually, we just need another $25. Whatever you collect, divide it in half and press with the less than half symbol. Yep, absolutely. That is a very simple method. 6. It's going to pay us $35. I'm going to collect that. Now, from what we have on this roll specifically, oh, I lose that quarter. We are almost in Profitsville. I need one more hit because I forgot I lost that quarter. And you're going to yell at me because I'm still playing that field bet, aren't you? You know what? I should pull that off because I have all my numbers covered now, and there's no sense in fighting myself on making profit. There's a 9. That's the point. It's going to pay us $35. I lose $85. Okay, now in this particular situation, now that you have your board covered, like we do right here, and we just 7'd out, or excuse me, just, nope, I don't yell. Now that we just hit the point, will you move to the pass line here, or will you stay with the don't pass? I'm interested to know what you say, because we started off with the 5, 6, 8. We were able to spread out. We lost that, but yeah, we're not doing horribly bad other than the $85 we just lost. No, stay with don't pass. Okay. All right, $85 it is then, because that's what I had when I started. Let's roll. There's a hard 8. Ick. I seem to like 8s and 9s a lot when I play. But that's okay. We're testing out this method for you, Skill. Next roll comes a Yo 11. That doesn't help, nor does it hurt. Okay, next roll gives us, there's a 10. Okay, so I drop them $1. I get paid 50. I'm just going to collect that because I'm still need another, what, $35? So one more hit, and I recouped that $85 that I lost. There's a 1, 2, 3. We're still in the clear. And our next roll gives us a 4, 2, 6. 35. All right, now that I've collected what I had just lost, I'm gonna press. I'm gonna press hard. I probably won't power press. You do know what a power press is, right? We keep with the strategy until we hit our loss limit, then everything changes. Yeah, that is true. All right, 8, hard 8. That's the point. We just lost $85 again. But we make $35 here. So I am $50 in the hole on this roll. Okay, let's roll. This is a new point. It's a 6. I know about, okay, good. That seems to be one that kind of tricks people a little bit because they're just thinking that you put all the money on the from your hit onto it. There's a 10, hard 10, in fact. And that actually puts us right back to even after hitting that. So now I'm going to press. All right, here we go. We get a 415. That's going to pay us $35. And I'm going to bump it up to 50 and take the 10. Oh, let's see here. Next roll gives us a 639. That's going to pay us $35. Again, push it to 50, collect the 10. Here we are. We get a 9 again. So that's nice. That's a nice repeater. That's going to pay us $70. And I'm going to collect that. I ideally would like to collect at each level on the number. So now that I got it up to 50, I collect. Once I get it up to the next level, I want to press the next hit, then collect the following hit. There's a 516. That is our point. We're going to get $35 here. And this is why I was collecting, because I just lost $85 again. So we got to recoup the 50. Put 85 right back on the don't pass. And let's roll. There is a 314, easy 4. Okay, cool. I like that roll. Our point is 4. For whatever reason, I don't roll many 4s, but it's okay. We get a hard 8. All right, that's going to pay us 35. I'm going to kick it up to 60. Collect 5. Oh, I almost forgot. I still got to collect the 50 that I lost from the previous hand. So let's roll again. Get a good hit. 314. Are you absolutely kidding me? I got a 4. All right, well, I made the 50, well, 49 of it back, but I just lost $85. Of course, that's how it would go, right? There's 75 plus 10 makes 85. I like side-by-side comparisons that way. Everyone can see clearly the results, good or bad. It's just more work for you as a dealer. And you know what? I don't mind that. The only reason I kind of stopped is because literally I ran out of money on my side for just the don't pass. I didn't give myself a full $1,000. I'll tell you what, Skill. Next time we do something like this, I will actually set up 2 amounts. We'll walk in with each $300 and just give it a go and see how the 2 of us would compare. We'll do that next time, I promise you. All right, there is a 7 out. So we just got 85 back. Or wait a minute, no, that was a come out roll because we had hit the 4. We lose the 85 and damn it, that's hitting us hard. Still on the come out roll. There is a 9. Okay. Now, and there's 50 on the 9. Okay, that's cool. That works. There is a 7. All right, so after all that, there it is. Let's see how much we have in our stack now. I'd be intrigued to see because I haven't been keeping track. All right, so there is 100, 200, 400, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's 50, 75, 100, 5. There's 50, 75, 85. So 2, 4, 5, 85, 586. So we haven't quite lost half of what we started with. I don't know if this method is good for the particular level that I play at, which is typically the quarter level. However, with that said, at the lower levels, I think you are definitely onto something as far as playing like 18, 18, and 45 on the don't pass. I think there is some promise there, but it's just like any other method that you use. If the dice aren't cooperating, it doesn't matter what method you use, you're going to lose. And that's craps for you. And it kind of sucks, but at the same time, it's just the way it kind of shakes out. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to take one more roll. Let's get this up and off the table. One last roll. Just a fun one. I don't know about you. I like fun runs. All right, so let me get another 100 in quarters. All right, let's have some fun. Let's see what we can do with this. Are the dice going to crap on us today? So I'm playing $50 per number. And of course, the 8 and 10 will be $60 each. And I'm going to basically say, work it. Yep, we're going to work it all. We get a 1, 2, 3. No harm, no foul. Actually, you know what? I should have had a pass line. Minimum in Kansas City is $15. So there's 15. I'll pull it. Let's try it again. Let's have some fun. 7 out. Oh, that's what I get for working it. All right, guys. Well, I tell you what, that's all the time we're going to have for tonight. I apologize about the frustrations that we had at the very beginning of the stream. For whatever reason, it wasn't popping up one way or another. But I have a huge thank you that I want to hand out to you guys for everybody. No, I had all of it working. Skill. Yeah, I would have won $15 on the pass line, but I lost everything up top, the 320 that I had up there. So I want to say a huge thank you. Yeah, the pass line, I know. A huge thank you to everybody who has subscribed to me in the past week. Just so that you guys know a little inside. I had 61 followers when I went to bed last Tuesday night. Tonight, as we sit right now, I have 491 subs. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I cannot thank you guys enough. I really appreciate all the support, the love that you guys are showing, the comments, the likes, the questions. I love it all, and it really helps me, and I really appreciate it. And keep them coming. Give me your questions. Give me your comments. I want to see how we can help each other to get better at this game of craps. So with that said, thank you a million times over. Please give me your questions, your comments. Hit that sub button if you like what you see. If you want to see more of this content, just let me know. I'm always trying to adapt to give you guys the best product, and whatever I can do to make it better, I want to do that for you all. But needless to say, that is all the time we have for tonight. Thank you so much for joining me. I will see you guys next week here on a Tuesday night live stream playing craps. We'll probably go crapless next week, just so you guys know. And in the meantime, that's all we have for you tonight. This is Bob on KC Craps.